It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post some new content. And as the bullshit continues with Shannon Sharpe, for the most part, depending on who you are and how you look at certain things, it actually really makes a whole lot of sense. Because there's a clip, right, on his nightcap with him and Ocho Cinco, right? Shannon Sharpe said, I don't want to date my age. I want to date my wage. Now, when you first hear that, right, you be like, okay, all right, I got you. That makes a whole lot of sense. Because just because you the same age as me, right? Or let's just say that we're in the same age bracket, meaning that, okay, say if if I'm 52 and say you either 3 years younger than me, or you probably like about 2 years older than me, right? I'm looking at that, okay, that's the same goddamn age, as far as I'm concerned, right? So when you look at it from that aspect, right? I know a lot of old dumb motherfuckers, right? They didn't know. Listen, when they had the opportunity to learn, I mean, I get the fact you learn, you're supposed to learn something new each and every day. But for the most part, that ain't always the case. And then over the course of time, right, when you get to be old as me or even older, you didn't realize, okay, I don't know shit, right? And so a lot of people look at that and I'm like, okay, I don't need no old dumb motherfucker in my life. So they were like, okay, well, let's go out and go get somebody younger, right? And so, not to say that this was the case with Shannon Sharpe, because it's just like what I told y'all a couple shows ago, right? Men, put like this, men from, I say, starting at the age of 40, going forward, right? You might tend to want that younger booty. Just put it out there because it's firm and it's tight. Hell, go back and watch my previous show, right? But then sometimes, right? You can get that one person that's in their mid-20s, let's just say starting from 27 moving forward. And considering how old you are, whether you be male or female, right? Then you listen to that person, you're like, well, damn. Yeah, I know I'm like anywhere from 10 to 15 years older than this person, but they got a good head on their shoulders, right? So for the most part, so yeah, of course you're gonna go that route. Now, so when you look at all this shit that's going on with Shannon Sharpe, regardless if he did it or not, people do role play, right? Choking motherfuckers out and all that kind of shit. I mean, me personally, I couldn't do it. But hey, if that's what the fuck you into, then hey, by all means, do you? But to sit up there, I mean, now ESPN didn't fire him. He just said, I'm just like, okay, look, let me pull back a little bit until the smoke clear. right? But then again, you almost gotta look at you gotta ask the $64,000 question. Is this really smoke that's going on here? I mean, considering what you do behind closed doors is for the most part is behind closed doors until somebody say something, right? So you almost gotta ask yourself, okay, considering the business that these people are in, shit like this happens because you didn't did something you ain't had no business doing, or you didn't do what the fuck you was told to do. So yeah, so they slapped this shit on you, right? And so for the most part, me personally, I really don't think nothing's gonna happen to Shannon Sharpe. He gonna keep his little money, which as far as like money goes, all what the fuck, uh, all what the fuck I can go off of that is be like, okay, well, hey, guess what? August 15th, 1971. Go Google it, or let's just say what did President Nixon do on August 15th, 1971? And so now I can sit up here and say the whole wage part, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on you on that one, Shannon Sharpe, because since 1971, the American dollar ain't been worth shit. Okay, so tell me a new one. Tell me nothing, right? You put like this. You love who you love, regardless of age and color. At least that's how the fuck it's supposed to be, right? But a lot of you dumb motherfuckers out there, right? Y'all don't see it the same way, right? And it's a shame, but then again, if everybody thought the exact same way, this shit would get boring quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry, right? So, and for the most part, now, just like I say, just looking at it, okay, yeah, make all the goddamn sense in the world. But when you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, it don't make a whole lot of sense, right? But just like I say, you love who you love, regardless of age. Just don't take that shit too goddamn far, right? I mean, because me personally, I can't see myself dating somebody that's 30 years younger than me. Hell, I got kids in their 30s. So what the fuck I look like messing with a 22-year-old? You know, considering, as the old folks say, you just got where you just stop pissing and shitting on yourself real good, right? So what, and you know, so again, you know, if you stop and look at it, and then you can be like, okay, yeah, and then you can be like, no, you know, and so I would say no because look, like I say, I got I got kids in their 30s, so from that aspect alone, right, that's like robbing the cradle at the highest motherfucking level, right? So for the most part, right, in which the crazy uncle always say this: know who the hell you dealing with before you take that shit somewhere. And if you put it like this, if you take it too far that way, you're gonna be in trouble. If you take it too far that way, you're gonna be in trouble. Either way that you take it, you don't know this person, yeah, you bound to run into some shit later on. And depending on the severity of it, yeah, somebody gonna end up losing some money. So that's why the crazy uncle stays to himself. I don't fuck with nobody. Because I don't need nobody talking about, well, Apollos Harris did such and such and such. No, Apollos Harris didn't. Right? So, so yeah, Shannon, I got you. I hear you. But if you don't know what the fuck happened on August 15th, 1971, right? Seems to me like you ain't doing nothing but playing nothing more than motherfucking Monopoly. And then you got to add, and then here's another $64,000 question. Which one of those pieces are you? Now, I already know a lot of motherfuckers say, oh, well, he it's quite obvious he's the dog. Well, a dog is what? Man's best friend. A dog is the most loyal thing out there. So yeah, go and call me a dog if you want to. But just know every time, no matter how bad that you may treat me or mistreat me, right? Every time that you come to the door, guess what the fuck I'm finna do to you? I'm gonna still jump up and down on you. But even then, the most loyal, the most loyal dog, whether you be male or female, will eventually get tired of that shit. So, with that being said, guess what the fuck y'all get to do? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner. Paul's Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I'll holler at y'all.